WJM Lokabandara now speaks on behalf of the SLFP. The former speaker, who had been in the UNP for more than 33 years, participated in an SLFP meeting today. He joined in the SLFP district organizers meeting held at the Bandarawala town hall this morning. It was presided by President Rajapaksa. Giving his views on this occasion, the former speaker heaped praise on the president. He said he always appreciated the president's political vision. When the president was conferred the title Janaranjana by the Malwata chapter, it was the president who invited him to deliver the keynote address at this function. From then onwards, the speaker emphasized that they considered Mahinda Rajapaksa as their political guru who succeeded in surmounting the many challenges he confronted. President Rajapaksa has said that he is determined to build the country with the strength of young men and women.
That the country's future development process is virtually based on achieving the objectives of the people, exploiting the strength of the youth. The president was addressing the Badula Bandarawala SLFP district organizers meeting this morning.
වලට වැඩපිළිවෙල සකස් කළා මූලික අවශ්‍යතාවයන් යටිතල පාසුකම් ලැබී යුතු දේවල් ලබා දීමේ වැඩපිළිවෙල අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්.
President Rajapaksa said they were able to unite the country and craft the programs needed for its development. They were able to undertake mega development projects such as the building of harbors, airports, supply electricity and build up the required roads. In addition, a new concept was introduced to concrete roads in villages. He said they are tasked with a massive program within the next 7 years. The president pointed out that their intention was to exploit the strength of the youth. He reminded that the government had no intention of having large cabinets in the future. Emphasizing that no one can subjugate them through rumors and mudslinging, the president opined that anyone had the right to engage in politics. But he underscored that the need of the era was virtuous and honorable politics. He appreciated the victory handed in to the government by the people, sans taking into consideration rumors and mudslinging. He opined that the government was geared to grant the opportunity for anyone to engage in politics. It is improper to do politics insulting others. Therefore, the president said he was confident that with the contribution of the people of the district, they could steer the country towards development. Among the large gathering present were several ministers, former parliamentarians and SLFP activists.
Information is bared that Shah Silva, who appeared to be serving as the coordinating secretary of Sarath Fonseca, is a criminal wanted by the world.
Shah Silva was also taken into custody at the time Sarath Fonseca was arrested from his office on the 8th of this month. It was reported in the media how he had berated, saying that no one could apprehend Sarath Fonseca. The CID, which conducted inquiries at length after the arrest of Shah Silva, had been able to unearth vital information on him. Although he posed himself as Captain Silva, it is revealed that he is a lieutenant. He had been imprisoned on 4 occasions for various crimes. CID sources said that he does not possess a doctorate. Shah Silva is reported to be wanted by the Belgian police for committing another crime. He had hidden all this information and appeared before the opposition groups as a computer expert. The CID is continuing inquiries with regard to this suspect. Defense sectors believe that Sarath Fonseca may have known his true position. Many army deserters had rallied round Sarath Fonseca during the presidential election period. Legal analysts point out that Sarath Fonseca can be tried in a civil court and penalized for harboring army deserters. In the meantime, the assistance of the international police is being sought for the arrest of Danuna Tilakaratne, who is evading arrest. Police media spokesman Prashant Jayakodi, said that a probe is already underway in search of Dhanuna Tilakaratne. The CID has already gathered information regarding Tilakaratne's accounts in Sri Lanka. The CID is collecting more information on his international financial dealings by collecting data on his foreign bank accounts.
S.B. Dissanayake says Ranil Wickremesinghe will be the opposition leader for several more years. Briefing the media at Hanguranketha, he said, "The United National Front has now collapsed. It has been shattered. The opposition has fragmented. The most powerful force, or the JVP, that helped the opposition to rise up is also debilitated." Mr. Dissanayake stressed that Ranil Wickremesinghe was attempting to stay as the opposition leader for another 8 years. Therefore, he called upon the population of the Colombo district to rout Mr. Wickremesinghe, taking into consideration the offence he has done to the United National Party, which is one of the most powerful democratic parties of the country. Representatives of the International Monetary Fund are amazed over the progress achieved in the construction of the international port in Hambantota. A group of IMF representatives monitored the construction work of the Hambantota harbour yesterday. More than 95% of the construction work on the harbour has been completed. First stage of the construction was launched on the 7th June 2007. The harbour is coming up as a symbol of Sino-Sri Lanka friendship at the request of President Rajapaksa. The work is carried out in 3 stages. An anchorage, access route to the harbour and a special jetty are among the facilities that will be available under the first stage. The IMF representatives were amazed to witness such a mega project being launched in the island. The IMF delegation agreed to grant a credit to meet the balance of payments. Chairman of the Ports Authority, Dr. Priyat Banduvikrama, was present on the occasion. You're watching Prime News, and still here at home, the Foreign Ministry is looking into the suspicious funding of certain elements in society by NGOs and INGOs, which may destabilize the democracy of the country. The Foreign Ministry is looking into all aspects of information received that certain elements in society have got illegal funding from INGOs and NGOs with a view to destabilizing democracy and the democratically elected government in Sri Lanka. Minister Rohitha Bogolagama, while meeting with high-level diplomats, informed them of these developments. This is a serious development that the government is very much concerned about. All possible measures will be initiated to trace such transactions and those individuals and groups involved. The minister had told the gathering of diplomats that legal action will be taken against those individuals who are found to be involved directly or indirectly in such transactions. Sri Lanka shares register a further rise. Stocks rose 1% yesterday, fueled by local retail buying on strong earning hopes, coupled with post-war economic optimism. The all-share price index of the Colombo Stock Exchange rose 36.04 points to 3,768.81, its highest close since February 8th. The foreign outflow on Friday was 534.7 million rupees. Foreigners who sold net 785.3 million rupees worth of shares in 2009 have sold a net 4.75 billion worth shares so far this year. The net foreign selling amounts to 2.2 billion rupees since January 26 presidential election results are announced. The BOS is up 11.3% so far this year, following a 125% rally in 2009, one of the best in Asia. The day's turnover was 1.7 billion rupees, around 3 times of 2009 daily average of 593.6 million rupees. There has been a sharp increase in the number of visitors from the UK. The Tourism Development Authority says there has been a 25% rise in tourist arrivals from the UK since the end of the Civil War. Figures also show that tourist arrivals in Sri Lanka rose by nearly 32% in January. Sanjika Pereira, director of the country's tourist board in the UK and Ireland, said the first winter season since the end of the Civil War has seen a huge increase in interest in Sri Lanka. Mr. Pereira pointed out that the vast majority of the tourists from the UK have been arriving from London's two major airports, Heathrow and Gatwick, though a considerable number have arrived from Manchester. He said there does not seem to be any impact by the boycott